What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first Fanganronpa episode of 2025! Wahoo! And I'm no longer sick, so I can enjoy a drink that is not water. Listen, as gray as water is, I love my sun-kissed, okay? And I'm so glad to be reunited with it. Ah, fuck! First sun-kissed sip in days. Oh, that's tasty. Anyway, celebration has to be cut short because we have two dead bodies to investigate. Yikes! Someone killed my two favorite characters, and I need to find out who did it because they have scarred me deeply and emotionally. And then I need to kill them. Well, Monokuma needs to kill them, but you know what I'm saying. Now, I don't really have many guesses as to who could have done it like I usually do. I'm kind of at a loss. I have been thinking about the last few days while I was sick, not recording. I have been thinking about it, and I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I guess we'll piece together some things as we investigate, obviously. But as for initial assumptions, I don't got jack shit, man. I guess we'll just begin our investigation and just to see what comes from it. I am kind of worried though that they're gonna find a way to kill another one of my favorite characters though. Oh my god, I'm trying to think who would hurt the most right now to be killed off. Outside of like Yuki or Akane, who not Akane, yeah, Akane. It always confuses me because Akane is also a main series character. Outside of like Yuki or Akane, who I don't see dying right now anyway, because they both are very important characters. Teruya would make me upset. Haru would make me a bit upset. As much as I like to rag on the guy. I think the one that would make me the most upset though is if Mikako, is it Mikako or Mikako? I didn't even think about the possibility of it being Mikako until recently, honestly. Does that make me a bad YouTuber? It probably does. I'll look it up just to be sure later, but yeah, she would probably be the one that I would be the most devastated by. And honestly, I could see them. I was thinking that maybe they could kill her off this chapter. Like she obviously like has some like mystery surrounding her, but also I could see them doing a thing where they like kill her off early in a surprising way, and they just leave that sort of mystery in the air to be discovered later. You know, she can't be around to explain herself, which would really suck. I thought for sure she'd be a shoo-in to stay alive, but I don't know. The more I'm thinking about it, the less sure I am. And with whatever weird thing Monokuma did to her, that's making her act all like what's the word I'm looking for? But like obviously Monokuma has something going on with her, making her act all weird and messing with her mind in some way. I feel like that could lead to a very sad class trial, which is obviously what the author wants, where it's like, I don't know, maybe Mikako didn't even know she killed two people. Maybe she was under some sort of weird mind control thing. I don't know. Hold on, I'm looking up how to pronounce the name actually.
Running a small business?
This is an ad.
Your invoices at skynova.com. Easy,
okay.
Professional.
Cool. This video ain't sponsored by Skynova. It is Mikako. Okay, cool. Anyway, so I had it right the whole time. Good for me. Anyway, now that I'm done yapping, we can begin the investigation. I guess let's start talking to our friends here. Killing two people at the same time. How heinous is this person? This killer. Of course it's not me. Don't doubt it. I've got my eye on you, Teruya. Okay, what you gotta say, Haru? Damn it, Yamaguchi and Inori were dead. I couldn't even say goodbye. Even so, we have to survive with them. That reminds me, too. Mikuru. Something else I was thinking about. Mikuru was trapped in a locker. So, sorry, if you missed the last episode, there's a lot you need to catch up on. It'll be explained as we go through. But Mikuru was trapped in a locker, and Kenji got hit on the head. Kenji and the priest guy. Kenji is right now in a coma. Priest dude was knocked out. Mikuru was trapped in a locker. Mikuru did say something about the person who did it to her having some weird, like, mark on their hand or something. Or at least she wanted, when Yuki saved her, she wanted to check Yuki's hand. Because I'm assuming it had something to do with whoever did that to her. So I'm trying to think, is there a character that has, like, weird hands in some way? Even so, we have to survive for them. Okay, let's do some more research. There may be something in the bookshelf. So, like, I was thinking, like, is there someone with, like, who always wears gloves, for example, or has a scar? And I can't think of anyone. So leave this place to me. But I will be closely watching everyone's hands, I guess. This is gonna be a crazy trial, though. I already know it, man. Okay, well, they didn't have much to say. I guess let's start investigating the body. God, it sucks that he died, man. I loved him. He was so cool and funny. I thought I had one more chapter with him, man. They don't kill the buff guys until chapter 4. Didn't you hear, Lanuge? Why? No, you did it too early. Yamaguchi's corpse stretches loosely on the floor of the library. In contrast to his sloppy body, it was droopy, his pupils were loose, and he felt empty. This is a man's death. I did realize, though, this is the first time a man has been a murder victim in this entire game. Also, something else I realized while I was thinking about this case while sick, was that they killed both the smallest and the tallest person in the cast. Which, I don't know if that means anything, I just think it's a funny little connection. I've seen it many times already, real people dying. Yamaguchi, you were the one who we talked to just yesterday. I mean, I think we talked to everyone yesterday. We talked to Inori yesterday too, right? There's no time to be sad, even for Yamaguchi. We must find out who made him like this. I decided to investigate Yamaguchi's body. I felt something hard and cold. According to the Monokuma file, it said that he was cut off by something sharp. Oh yeah, based on the way his neck is cut, I'm thinking like some sort of wire. Which brings me back to Live or Die's third trial. I keep referencing Live or Die, I'm sorry. I haven't played a whole lot of Fangans yet. I'm sorry, I keep going back to the same one. I'm sorry. I'm sure whenever we start the next Fangan, I'll constantly be referencing another. You know, I'll add it to my rotary of references, but indeed, there was a terrible wound that I could see with my eyes open. Yamaguchi's neck was completely cut out from the back neck to the front. But it was surprising that it wasn't cut completely, but barely a piece of flesh was attached. I put up with the nausea that came up and looked at the wound. Oh yeah, I would... Dude, sometimes I wonder how I do in situations like these, and I think this would physically make me hurl. I destroy all the evidence by vomiting on it. If not Yamaguchi's, fucking Inori's. Oh my god, I felt like I was about to vomit just by seeing it. Just by seeing it via a video game. It was... Oh, we'll get to that when we get to that. Thank God I'm not playing this while sick, though. I'm glad I decided to get over the sickness before recording more Danganronpa. Because I might have actually vomited. Should we get another close-up of Inori's death, which I'm sure we would have. I've heard that the injured area is ravenously tore by something like a knife or tool that's usually roughened. But in Yamaguchi's case, it was cut neatly, as if you were cutting paper with a cutter knife. I can't see anymore, so terrible. Poor Yamaguchi, spilling a lot of blood. Like Tamori. Huh? As my stomach was shaking inside, I suddenly felt uncomfortable. Surely blood in the library is no joke. It ran from the corridor to the body of Yamaguchi. It was also protruding from Yamaguchi's body. Yamaguchi's neck doesn't bleed anymore. Huh, interesting. So there's a lot of blood, but who knows where that shit came from. There's a lot of blood in the place where Mikuru was found too. Which makes me wonder. Things are being pieced together slowly but surely. Looking at the Monokuma file, it said that there was no other visible traumas other than the neck wound. Then this tremendous amount of blood flows from the neck only? Yamaguchi's time of death is 8:40. From this wound, immediate death is certain. So even if the wound started bleeding from then, it has not yet passed even an hour, but why is the blood no longer flowing out from his throat? When I recall the words of Minori, who is no longer here, it seems that after the heart stops, blood circulation also stops. If so, in this case of immediate death, the blood should flow even less. But isn't it too early? In a similar case, when I investigate Tomori's corpse, there was a little blood coming out from her. Now, in contrast, Yamaguchi's body looked very dry already. It's been less than an hour since blood has spilled, but the blood already dries up? I knew something was wrong, but there was no way to think about it anymore because there wasn't an Ori or Kinjo who had a professional insight on these moments. Did I say Kinji earlier? I definitely said Kinji. My bad. I meant Kinjo. Inori can't speak to us anymore, but Kinjo is still alive. I should ask him if he wakes up. And if he doesn't wake up soon, I'll just stand at the foot of his bed and be like, just poke him a bit. Hey Kinjo, I need you. Please get out of a coma. Okay, we got a blood stain over here that we should probably investigate. It looks a little bit out of place. Huh? What is this blood spot? Right next to me is Yamaguchi's. Blood goes all around the library. It's not that strange that there could be blood spots in the library. Following this idea, but this blood spot looked kind of different. It's the only one away from Yamaguchi's corpse. This blood spot is... Hey Maeda, what are you doing sitting on the floor? Oh, Kobishikawa, do you know where this bloodstain comes from? Oh, right, that's where Kinjo fell. Ah, okay. This is the place you found him? Well, when we entered the library, Yamaguchi was there as you can see it, and Kinjo was lying in that position and unconscious. You didn't know because you didn't see Kinjo here. That's right, I heard that Kinjo was struck in the head and bleeding, but you mean he spilled this much blood? You thought it was a joke? Or Tori had to disinfect and bandage him, so it's okay for now. But at first I thought he was really dead. Kinjo was lying in this position, then I can't imagine that Kinjo knocked down someone else's head in the back. What? Then I can't imagine that Kinjo knocked down someone else's head in the back. Right. What you said, Yuki. When and how did the kill attack Kinjo to stun him? And if it's enough to make you bleed this much, why did they stop with only that? Okay, I think I get what he's trying to say. Yamaguchi and Inori were the only ones who were killed, even though there was an obvious malice behind it. The fact that Black can kill up to 2 people since it was added later as a rule, the criminal wouldn't know about this. If Kinjo wakes up, I should ask him. Yeah, it makes me wonder if they were even trying to kill Kinjo, if they had these 2 specific targets in mind, and Kinjo was just a distraction. Same with Mikuru and the priest man whose name I keep forgetting. Yuhara, right? Yeah, all sorts of questions. Oh man. Were they trying to kill all 5 of them? Maybe? In various different ways? It's confusing. It's very confusing. I guess we'll find out. What's the button to check shit? Okay, there we go. So we gotta check here. It's a huge blood trace from Yamaguchi's body to the library door. Is this all Yamaguchi's blood? There's something wrong with this. It's a terrible amount to look at, but I've seen a situation similar to this. It was dark back then, so I couldn't see well. Tomori shed such tremendous tongue twister. Tomori shed such tremendous amounts of blood and died. However, there are more from Yamaguchi's in terms of quantity, because this blood leads all the way to the corridor. And also out of it. Fucking literally leaking out. There's also this in Tomori's case. There were 2 wounds, one on the neck and the other in the stomach. It was also discovered several hours after death, so it was already bleeding. Less than an hour after death. And no matter how deeply you are injured, can this amount of blood come out of your neck? Not only that, the shape of the blood is also a little strange. This shape looks as if the body of Yamaguchi was brought into the library. Yeah, I was gonna say that. It looks dragged in. From outside. So maybe the killer dragged Yamaguchi in and Kinjo just happened to be here, so a little quick whack. I'll check this out for a bit. Huh? When I slightly lifted Yamaguchi's body and looked at the floor where he was lying down, I immediately felt a sense of discomfort. If the corpse was brought from outside, there should be no blood under Yamaguchi's corpse. But that's what I see here. Blood spots also over Yamaguchi's body. Thanks to that, Yamaguchi's stomach and chest were wet with blood. The shape of the bleeding itself certainly feels like dragging the corpse to the floor from the outside. If so, there will be no blood left under the corpse like this. No, before that, if there was blood under the body, it means that there was blood here before Yamaguchi fell. Huh. Okay. This is gonna be such a confusing case. Oh no. I can already tell I'm gonna do something to make myself look like an idiot. Is that right though? However, Nori didn't really seem to have bleed. Yes. Nori didn't really seem to have bled. There we go. That's the word. I think, I have a theory for that. It's probably because she was fucking electrocuted. Then this blood must be Yamaguchi's. I don't really know, but I know something strange about the situation with the blood scene in the library and Yamaguchi's body. I'll walk it down and discuss it with the others at the class trial. Okay. Whoa, Am I crazy, or did the blood pattern just change? Okay, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just smoking reefer up in here, but... Oh wait, hold on, wasn't there another thing I need to check in there? Like, right here? No, I guess not. Is a huge trace of blood from Yamaguchi's body to the library door. Is this all Yamaguchi's blood? Okay. I should see if there's anything up here, though, real quick before I leave. I can't imagine there is. I didn't see anything, but just in case. Okay. Just wanted to cover all my bases. I didn't want to have a moment where I'm like, why can't the trial start? I need to find one specific piece of evidence in some hidden off corner, and I didn't want that to happen. Okay, we don't need to check this apparently. How's it going with my best friend Akane? Oh, my Ada. Oh, my Ada. Sorry, that's stupid. Tyra, what are you doing? Is there something in the hallway? Well, that's not exactly right. The smell of blood still is there, and as I keep looking at the body, I just get sick of it. Oh, that? Are you okay? You don't have to overdo it. Oh, no. Everyone is working hard. I can't be the exception. The class trial will start soon. I know I said this last episode, but it is very nice to see her, like, happy and back to her normal self again. I love her. It's alright. Then why don't you answer a few questions for me, Tyra? Oh, you want to ask me something? Are you free for dinner? Yes, when Kurakara, Yuhara, and I went to Yuhara, okay, I was right. And I went to investigate the 3rd floor. Would you like to tell me what happened on the 2nd floor at that time? Yeah, she should know this at least. Almost at the same time the BDAs rang, Kinjo fainted. It's full of holes that my own eyes didn't see. Oh, okay, I can help in this way. That's simple enough. But there's not much to tell. We like Maeda-kun, were shaken when we found the body. Excuse me. I'm good. And then we start investigating. Okay. I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, Maeda-kun, but there's something I was a little confused about. Is it okay to say it? I guess, sure. What's that? Kanata-chan, you said you found her in the science lab, right? But I stopped by the science lab just before nighttime yesterday, too. How at the time the door was locked, too? Oh, shit, was she in there throughout the night? That poor girl. Fuck. But that would make sense, because Mikuru was apparently locked in a locker during the nighttime. Then, the priest got hit on the head and fainted and slept in the hallway during the night. It would make sense. Huh? The door to the science lab was locked? Yes, do you think it's related to the case? It's true, the door didn't open even when we found Inori's body. It was blocked with something like a clasp. Even so, she said the door was already closed before nighttime began yesterday. I think I'll take it for reference. Thank you, Tyra. Was I helpful? I'm glad then. Oh, by the way, why did you go to the science lab just before nighttime yesterday? Oh, that's because last night I did a bit of mince meat in it. You did what? I tried to use the scissors on my wrist. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I don't know if the translation quite made sense, but I got you. Oh, were those scissors in the science lab? Yes, I wasn't sane back then yesterday, so I went to the science lab to pick up the scissors. I understand. I get it now. Thanks, Tyra. Yeah, you don't have to explain anymore, buddy. Before nighttime yesterday, the science lab was already closed. What does that mean? How'd you check it out? Alright, well, we're heading there right now, so, well, let's talk to you first. Yuhara, is your body okay? Don't overdo it so much. Kenji and Kenjo. I don't know. I get their names. They're so similar. They're so fucking similar. I keep getting their names mixed up. In my head. No, it is not a deep wound, so do not mind it. By the way, have you seen the cell phone? Cell phone? You mean Maki's cell phone that you found on the 3rd floor? I thought Yuhara was keeping it. And there you go again with your habit of calling people by their name and to their face. Yeah, I always keep it in my top pocket because I didn't know who would need it, but now I realize that the phone is gone. Suspicious. Oh, this makes me think it's Makako even more though. 'Cause No, Makako didn't have anything to do with the phone, right? There's nothing in the phone that, like, made Makako... That made... It was the textbook we found earlier that made Makako go, like... Act a little weird. Nothing about the cell phone, right? Or maybe I'm wrong about that. Why do I get the feeling I'm wrong? I might have to quickly rewatch my... my earlier chapter 3 videos before we head into this trial, but fuck. I don't know, I just got a bad gut feeling now all of a sudden. You know, I'll just say that. The phone is gone? It disappeared. When was the last time you checked for the cell phone? Wait, what? Yuhara, why are you talking about yourself in the 3rd person? I think this is supposed to be Yuki. It disappeared? When was the last time you checked for the cell phone? It was at least until yesterday at night when I recall having it. But after my fainting, it was gone. Excuse me. My sinuses are still a bit clogged, so I apologize. If I'm sniffly and my voice sounds weird. But yeah, fuck. I wonder if that textbook is going to come into play at some point, too. That mysterious... It wasn't a textbook, it was a graduation album. That's what it was. Yeah. We'll have to see. Then that means the killer probably took it. We did find the graduation album around the same time as the cell phone. So maybe there could be more of a connection than... I don't know. Fuck. I don't want it to be Makako, but I just have this bad feeling all of a sudden that it is. And the worst part about it is, if it is Makako, I don't think it's because she intentionally wanted to kill someone. I think whatever Monokuma did to, like, fuck with her mind is the cause for it. If it is her. We'll see. That is a sinister premonition, but I agree. However, the cell phone doesn't seem important right now, because first we have to investigate. I wonder, where did that cell phone go? I mean, it probably has something to do with this case, though. Let's be real. No way, it just disappears suddenly. Oh, even more water. I'm not supposed to step on that, right? Oh, yeah. I stopped moving, like, right before the cutscene stopped, so I didn't realize the cutscene was playing out. Right before the cutscene started, like, I did... I inadvertently tried to walk towards the science lab, but I was surprised because the water from it was filling the corridor now. The water's still leaking from the science lab. It won't matter if I just go in, but from what Mikuru warned me before, it gives me something to be cautious of. I shouldn't step in this water. Maybe Monokuma can do something about it? Hey, incompetent, get out of the way quickly, you're obstructing the traffic. Bitch, it's a hallway. Go around me. This ain't a one-lane road. Oh, Mikuru, you came here, but this water. Are you still talking? Would you get out of the way already? Mikuru, you said we shouldn't touch the water a while ago. Why are you doing this? And if you are going there, wouldn't it be dangerous to enter there? It's fine to enter now, so feel free to go in. I've spoken to Monokuma earlier to put it away. Oh, okay. Monokuma, I guess, removed the electrical device. Whatever was causing the water to, and do that to Inori. Kind of turn the water off though. I don't know. Just now you have a bunch of work on your hand, Monokuma. I'm just saying, you could have saved yourself some hard work and a bunch of water damage. Put away. You'll know when you enter the science lab. Still, no one seems to be turning off the faucet. You guys really don't have a clue, do you? You don't even have Tsurugi Kinjo anymore. Put what away? The faucet? Are you that dumb? Yuki, come on! For the love of God, would you look directly with your own two eyes and think in your head? At least, it would be nice if I could tell you everything, huh? Anyway, as I said, the water should be... There's no point being so irritating. You will be in a bit dense, buddy. You know what? I'll defend her this time. Well, since Mikuru said it's safe to walk in the water, I should be confident now. Also, you just saw it with your own eyes, so... Like Mikuru said, let's see what happens with my own eyes. I don't want to see it again, though. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the sound effect. It's very funny. I'm stalling. Oh, dude, it's horrifying in sprite form, too. No! I can't do it! I don't wanna. Why did they have to give the cutest character, like, the most horrifying death imaginable? Ugh. One of my favorites, too. Just straight up. Jesus Christ. And the most childlike. Like, why? Why? Like, this was more horrifying than anything the main series games have even done. It's... Okay, I gotta suck it up. Stop being a little baby bitch. Monokuma file. An object next to Inori's body. It's the Monokuma file 3-2, brought by that thing. Jesus, sorry. My leg's falling asleep. Brought by that thing. What, Monokuma? Information about Inori should be written in it. The victim is Kana Inori. The estimated time of death is about 8:35. Thank you, text box, for covering most of it up. The body was found in the science lab. The cause of death is electric shock. The body's internal organs have been burned through the wet body because of an electric current for a long time while being bound. Terrible. Not a drop of blood was shed. And yet, this is the most terrible someone has done to a friend. Doing this to Inori, who is the smallest and weakest among us. The culprit behind this. It's fair to say that we're Wait, we all are distressed? Is that supposed to be weird? It's fair to say that we are distressed to have to doubt another friend against will, but at this very moment, the undeniable anger that I feel has risen against the perpetrator, who I don't know who they are yet. I'm with you, Yuki. Take my words and spit them out through your mouth, man. It's different from Yamaguchi. He was presumed to have been killed by his neck with one blow, but in Noi's case was just a victim that was killed in front of our very own eyes a few minutes ago, with a single wall in between, the door to the science lab. I heard her scream. Her pain, her cries, her agony very clearly. Yeah, that's something else I think that made the scene so horrifying. Like, you could see the terror in her eyes. This wasn't just like a quick, kill. This was planned out and drawn out in a way to cause so much suffering, and it's like, oh my goodness. I can't help but feel this anger, but it won't make any difference. Since it's just a Monokuma file that gives me information, I have to make use of this. But this alone is not enough information. From what can be deduced as of now is, the time of death was 8:35. She died 5 minutes earlier than Yamaguchi, around the time we couldn't open the science lab room. And we were just outside of the room. There was no problem with the time, at least. But killing 2 people directly in 5 minutes. At the time, we were walking between the 2nd and 3rd floors, so if we go back and forth between the areas, you would definitely stand out. How could the killer murder 2 people within only 5 minutes for each? I mean, obviously, like, they had Kanata, like, tied up in a way that they didn't need to be in the room. Come on, Yuki. So, like, if we have a Kane story to corroborate with, Kanata was here since at least last night. And then they killed Yamaguchi for some reason. Again, maybe this person planned to kill 5 people, and Yamaguchi was just the only other one that got killed. Because maybe they meant for Mikuru and Kenjo and Yuhara to die as well. Which would be an interesting twist to a case, just a rogue serial killer on the loose. But they only succeed in 2, That would be an interesting case, I have to say. I kind of hope, I feel like I'm wrong about that, but I kind of hope that is what this is. Because obviously the 2-person rule didn't happen until recently. So I don't know. I feel like it'd be an interesting way to approach a mystery. Alright, Mikuru, you got anything to say? I'm stalling, I'm delaying looking at the body for as long as possible. You didn't follow me, did you? At least you listened when you came in here. You know now, the reason why I told you not to touch the water and why this place became a pool of water. Yeah, but Mikuru, I want to ask you something different from this. Do you think I'll answer? I hope, please. I'll give you another plushie. I'm serious here, I really have a question. It was when we were in the off-room locker. You asked me to show you my hand as soon as you left the locker. There we go, yeah, I was thinking about that. I got the big brain, let's go. Why did you do that? I won't answer this, however. This is just simple safety. No matter what happens, the only thing that lives on is insurance. It is the minimal precaution that's needed. Insurance? I can't afford that. The 2 of us aren't close enough to explain every phrase to you, am I right? But I gave you a plushie. Well, don't worry, the Psycho Cop won't be able to serve you this time, so you should have an insurance at least. When you guys feel so clueless that you got no other ways to go and on the verge of death, if this aspect shows up in the trial, then I'll show up with my last trump card. Blue Eyes White Dragon. So please make sure that doesn't happen. Mikuru began to investigate Noi's body again, leaving only an empty silence in the end. It's the moment that she will no longer speak. At that time, Mikuru had to make sure to give her my right hand. I took a look at my right hand, but there wasn't anything there. Is there something only Mikuru knows? I mean, definitely. Should we turn this faucet off? Like, do we really need the water to still be running? I don't know, just a thought. I feel like that's bad for potential evidence too, right? Like, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I'm just overly concerned. I'm just a worrywart. Okay, I can't read that. I just don't want to look at the body. Oh, Han, what's this? Oh, this is... Oh, is that the phone? Deep in the water pool of the science lab, I saw something that I had seen somewhere before. This was Maki's mobile phone. Probably the cell phone that Yuhara discovered on the first day when the third floor was open. I haven't seen any other phones, so Maki's would be the only one left. Why is the cell phone in this place? I looked up at the sides wondering, but as soon as I saw the screen, I noticed that this phone was not in normal condition. Why is the screen like this? The phone screen was crumpled with a mixture of purple and pink. The clock had turned to a strange language rather than numbers. And the buttons won't fit properly. To simply put in a word, it's broken. Well, yeah, probably water damage, right? Well, it's only natural because it was underwater. I remember I had a phone that did that once. Oh my god, it was the scariest thing ever. I couldn't hide my disappointment, hoping that I might be able to fix this phone and get in touch with the outside world later on. Are they trying to say this is what caused Inori to get fried? Is a cell phone that powerful? I don't know, man. I don't feel like it produced enough of an electrical current to cause that, but what do I know? I'm no science expert. Hoping that I might be able to fix this phone and get in touch with the outside world later on. No, right now, the class charge should be on my main priority. Anyway, does this mean that the mobile phone was used as some kind of tool for the incident related to this case? I was thinking of, like, some sort of generator or something, like, but just a phone? I guess maybe if she was in the water for a long... I don't know, man. To be fair, again, I'm not like a electrical currentologist, but... Thinking that way, I fiddled with the phone a little more. I noticed a small alarm indicator on the top of the screen. It almost set to 8:30, but now it's already off. Who set an alarm? Besides, at 8:30, this was just before we tried to open the science lab door. Okay, interesting. So it makes me think maybe they knocked Inori out, tied her up, and then set an alarm to maybe wake her up. And that's when we started to hear her scream. But why would they want that? I guess, no, maybe to just draw attention to Inori so they could kill Yamaguchi. Possibly. That would be my guess. As I pondered, it's very likely the phone was involved in the incident because it was not only that, there was another tool attached to the phone strap. Oh, there we go. That makes a lot more sense. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this could be the object connected to the cell phone strap was something I've seen in cartoons and movies. An electric shocker? I think it was also called a stun gun. Why are these dangerous objects at school? No, it seems like they were in the storage of the science lab, but that's right, now I can understand what Mikuru said. Seriously, you're still questioning why weird-ass objects like this are in this killing game? This school designed for you guys to kill each other in? I think we're long past the point of these questions, Yuki. Probably because the stun gun was using its power into the water pit. If it entered in that state, there's a high chance that we would have gotten electrocuted. But now it seems like it's not working. That's also because Mikuru told Monokuma to put it away. More important than that is that this is far from the crime scene. According to the Monokuma file, Inori's death was caused by electrocution, so it's probably definitive that this was the most likely murder weapon. But what reason does it have to be connected to the phone strap? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Why connected to the phone Why connected to the phone? I can see how the phone could be used, but is there a reason it's tied? Also, that's not the only weird thing. If you think about, if the weapon was a stun gun, it means that the killer struck Inori with this object. But then contradictions show up. such as a locked room scenario in the science lab and the crime that was done to Yamaguchi. Oh yeah, it was locked from the inside, wasn't it? How the fuck did that happen? I didn't even think about that. Oh shit. Sometimes I think I'm really smart and notice all these tiny little details, and then other times I miss super obvious shit like that. Yeah, I don't have a theory for that one. No, there's nothing that suggests the killer can only attack directly to their victim. Maybe making the science lab out of water like this was to prepare an effective crime scene. If electricity goes on while you're immersed in water, you're in a danger zone. The rest to figure out would be how the killer made the water to be energized and what method did they use. I'll just speak about this with the others. That was barely English, but I pieced it together. Don't worry. I guess we should probably examine the sink too, huh? What is this? Having a hard time like moving across. It's blocking my path. A wooden stick-like object was floating on the water-filled science lab floor. Oh, well, I guess it was important. So a good thing it was blocking my path. Oh, that's right. When the science lab's door did not open, it was because of this thing. The Mikuru moved to open the door. When we found Inori's body, we had a hard time because the door of the science lab could not be opened, but it seems that the killer used this object to block the door. When I picked it up and checked it up close, it was an ordinary wooden stick, but it was very thick. So it would be natural if the sign door was blocked by something like this. When I looked at the back of the door, I saw a space where a wooden board could fit in. If it is closed while standing behind the door, then the closed room scenario would naturally be completed. However, what was the reason for the killer to make a closed room? A reason to lock the room. I'll keep it in mind. Alright, wooden board. Alright, sink. Can I examine the sink? This is one of the tables in the science lab, and the faucet allows you to throw away medicines or wash your hands during experiments. But now water is pouring out of the faucet at maximum capacity and it's overflowing. Right, the reason why the science lab was flooded like this was because of the faucet. Flooded. Sorry, that's just fun to say. What a huge waste of water. You know what? I appreciate that mindset, Yuki. But now it's not the time to think about that. I hurriedly turned the faucet and the water stopped flowing. Well, there's no reason for the water to fill anything now. Also, this must have been done by the killer too. But what is the reason? The reason to make the science lab a sea of water. Okay. Anything else to examine? No, doesn't look like it. God damn it. Alright, prepare yourselves. Oh, fuck. I hate it. I hate it. I was seeing Inori's body sinking in the water. It seemed like she was in tears. We're investigating the bodies of some of our dead friends with no time to grieve. However, without investigation, the killer has to be identified. In order to survive the class trial, I must investigate. For now, I decide to... Please don't wax poetic too long. Just get this over with. I decided to look at the body of Inori based on what was written in the Monokuma file. Inori's body was so terrible that you couldn't see it with your eyes open, but for now, all of her clothes and skin were burnt. Her whole body was fixed with several layers of box tape, and her hands were tied with ropes and hung from a table. Inori, in this state of being unable to move, suffered terrible pain and died. Damn it! I continued to investigate, while my swearings reached hollow ears. Sorry, this is something funny about the image of... Like, after every piece of evidence Yuki picks up, he's just like, fuck! Shit! Cock! The tools that were used on Inori, I remember seeing box tapes and ropes in the art room. It seems for whatever the reason, the art room is a place related to the incident. Other than that, I can only think of the fact that the faucet where she is tied to is the same table. And there's many miscellaneous tools around us. But do they have anything to do with the case? Okay, so we'll probably have to check out the art room next. I was thinking about the art room anyway, because that's where Mikuru was locked. The box tape was tightly attached in her shoulders, on her shoulders, 5 layers. Even a strong adult man would make it impossible to tear it off with their own strength. And also, it must have been even harder for Nori, who was small in size, to move. Was there any reason to tie Nori to this extent? Just the killer's idea? Would that be it? Looking at it this way, Inori has always been in the infirmary after it was opened. Maybe there's a clue in that place too. Okay, good thinking, good thinking. Yeah, I didn't even think about the infirmary, Yuki. Okay, cool. I don't have to look at that anymore, hopefully. I guess we can go. Sorry, it's a fun sound. I don't think it made the sound in here, did it? No, it's just normal floor sounds. I.e. nothing. I'm sorry, this sound just does something for my brain. Especially during such tense situations. Alright. Our room? Oh, Satsuki. Hi, Yuki. The hallway is a water bath and the art room is full of bloody lockers. Why is everything so bad? It seems the culprit that you can blame Ronald Reagan. It seems the culprit this time planned the crime by going from place to place. That's a very intelligent killer. I wonder if Satsuki can win against such a mighty opponent. I'm a little worried. Sorry, might opponent. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here to investigate except the locker. It's a locker that contained miscellaneous art tools, but now the inside is covered with blood in a terrible condition. This is probably the locker where they also got the tools to tie Inori up, if I had to guess. Mikuru is bound like this in the bloody locker. At the time, Mikuru's arms and legs were tied with tape, and her mouth was taped as well. More tape. Coincidence? She was locked from the outside and hit the door of the locker from the inside to try and get out. And the result was the rumbling sound that echoed in the second floor. And the killer did all of this, right? Apparently, the culprit trapped her here for some reason. Otherwise, if you did all this to yourself, it would only create more suspicion. I need to take a sip of something. My throat. It's been a while since I had to talk for so long in a extended length like this because of my couple days off sick. My throat's not used to it yet. Also, it's still a little sore, you know. So that probably doesn't help. Not only Mikuru, the attack on Yuhara and Kinjo must have their reason as well. But the bigger issue is this bloody locker? If you think about it, Yamaguchi or Nori's body doesn't seem to be related to the art room. However, what does the blood in the locker suggest? No matter who it's from, it's pretty difficult not to miss it. The blood is also dripping. Nori didn't seem to have any bleeding. Yamaguchi instead had too much bleeding. But he died not too long ago. Mikuru was also tied here, but she was not bleeding. And I'm not bleeding. So who's bleeding? If that's the case, it could only be Kinjo's blood. It's my only guess, but Kinjo got hit in his head. If this amount comes from his head, wouldn't he have died? This blood's identity is troublesome in more ways than one. I have no choice but to discuss it at the class trial. Yuhara was bleeding too, wasn't he? Why didn't you say Yuhara? That's still a lot of blood for Yuhara, though. So, like, it still would have been preposterous, but I don't know. Might as well cover all your bases. Oh, I should do a shift check just real quick. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I can apparently check out the trash can and the harpoon. Harpoon seems like it could be important. Trash can. I wonder if there might be something here too. And I inadvertently looked at the trash can and was surprised to find something. Oh? I thought it was tissue paper, but looking closely, it looks like a type of cloth. Oh, there is something in here. I took out the unidentified piece of cloth from the trash and opened it. Let's see. A lab coat? Was it Inori's? Are these clothes? No, it's not just clothes. This is no way. Yes, these were indeed blood-soaked. That it was difficult to recognize the original color, but the pure color that looked at a glance reminded me that this was originally a white gown worn by doctors. This white coat is what Nori was wearing. Interesting. Wait, hon. Was she wearing a coat in her... when we found her body? Shit, now I got double check again. When I think about it, Nori's body that I saw in the science lab was not wearing a white coat. Oh, thank God. I don't have to check. To think I would find it in such an unexpected place. So that makes me think the killer kidnapped Nori, tied her up, took her coat probably just to, shield themselves, their clothes from any bloodshed. Because that's a lot of fucking blood. Yeah, they're gonna want a shield of some sort. I don't know why they couldn't just grab like a moccasin from this room or whatever, but hey, whatever. You do you. No, in fact, it may not be so unexpected. The place where the corpses were found are the science lab and the library, but the art room, it's pretty close to the area of the incident. The locker where Mikuru was found is the same, this white coat. It seems the blood from the coat has been there for some time, since it didn't feel wet at all. The question is, where did the killer use this white coat? It's not dried yet either, okay. So it's probably been there longer than Yamaguchi or Nori has been dead. Yeah, and we found Mikuru before Nori even died, and Nori was killed before Yamaguchi. So this blood, like... oh my god, who did it come from? Oh my god, this is gonna be such a confusing case. For starters, Nori didn't seem to have any bleeding, so maybe it was used while killing Yamaguchi? No, it can't be. It's too dry to be from Yamaguchi's blood. Thought it'd be an important clue, so I was able to make a new discovery and investigate every corner of the white coat. Maybe some of it's fake blood from the infirmary? Maybe they're using that trick? In the pocket of the white coat, I found out a crumpled plastic wrap, but when I opened it carefully, I could see it was bloodstained. The locker, library full of white coat and this, there's too many blood-related clues. What even happened here? Also, when I take a look closely, the plastic wrap had a small round hole in the middle, but the meaning was unknown. I guess I'll have to talk about it in the trial. It's possible it was used to prevent blood, but wrapping a plastic for the sake of, what? Wrapping a plastic for the sake of, would it have anything to do with the clues we found? I think he's wondering if the plastic part has anything to do with anything. Alright, harpoon. Does nothing. Oh, never mind, it apparently does. This blaster weapon, was it originally here? I thought it was against the plaster on the right, but, I don't come to the art room often, so I'm not sure about this. Oh, was it on this place last time? I don't know, it's probably just an illusion. The moment I tried to make that judgment and move my steps, I saw the red spot. Ooh, interesting. It's tiny, though. Oh my god. I have no fucking clue what is going on in this case, man. You wouldn't think it'd be a tiny spot. I mean, if you think if it was tiny, it'd be like at the tip or something. Because it's a spear. You typically stab people with spears. In case you don't know. Don't worry, your good friend RNF is here how to explain how basic weapons work. That a fucking toddler can figure out. This spear, is this blood? It wasn't very notable, but there was a circular red dot on the tip of the long blade. It probably has something to do with the plastic we picked up. Did they cover the spear in the plastic? And the plastic just happened to have a hole in it, so, some of the blood got through? That has to be it. That's the only explanation I can think of for that weird stain of blood there. There was a circular red dot on the tip of the long blade. I picked up the spear and smelled that part. Okay. A faint but fishy smell. This is blood. Was there any doubt? Like, I guess it could be paint. I don't know. then the weapon that killed Yamaguchi was something long and sharp. If it's long, this might fit for the murder weapon. After using it to kill Yamaguchi, it was returned back to the same place where it was originally, but the location was different because the killer got mistaken? Damn, so the killer walked by us to return the weapon at some point? Because this would be a pain in the ass to hide, TBH. Like, why not just go for the smaller spear? Looking at the blood on it, it must be something related to the case somehow. But why is the blood so tiny-sized and in a circular splatter? It was so tiny that I almost missed it. Did it make a small bounce from this? No, that would not have caused the blood to splatter in the first place. I don't think I can figure it out yet. I mean, I think I figured it out. Not for sure if it was a weapon or not, but I think I got it. Alright, so I guess the last place to check is just the infirmary, right? At least that I can think of right now. Excuse me. Oh, Mikako, we haven't talked to you yet. Do you have anything weird with your hands going on? Kokar, you came down to the first floor. Did you figure out something? I mean, no, your hands just look normal. Kokar? Originally, Kokar was always to come out without a word, but now it looks like she's cautious. Is it because of the mood? I don't think she's open to talk for now, so I decided to leave it alone. Let's continue investigating. Yeah, she's being more quiet and suspicious than usual. Is it her? Fuck, I feel like it's her, man. I feel like it's her. Man, I wouldn't put past this game to just kill off 3 of my top 5 favorite characters just in the same chapter. Just don't know my luck, that would totally be something that happens. I feel like she might suspect it's her, but she maybe doesn't remember it. Like, if I had to guess, if my theory is correct. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, Kinjo, hey. Hey, you doing okay? Wake up! It's Kinjo who fainted. The others treated him here and put him in the infirmary's bed. There's no way Kinjo will just finish here. When will you wake up? We're in a lot of trouble without you. Ah, you got this, Yuki. You don't need that, fascist. Alright, what are we looking for here? Ah, the fridge. This refrigerator is a place to store transfusion packs individually stored for each blood type. I was surprised when I opened the refrigerator. Huh? No way. We don't have any transfusion packs? There were no more than 20 transfusion packs left the last time I saw them. You used a transfusion pack recently. No, where would you? Even use a blood transfusion pack. See, it's just what I thought. There's fake blood. But the question is, I guess now, why? And where's the fake blood compared to the real blood? Oh, man. Let's think for a moment. When did the packs disappear? I recall them being stored properly until at least yesterday. Then that leaves, was it the killer's doing? But even if the culprit is the one, why did they need to take a transfusion pack? Did they even need fresh blood? Oh, I teleported to the second floor. I think we're almost done by now. But the culprit is still a mystery, damn it. Maybe more investigation is required. Monokuma hasn't called yet, so let's continue. Ah! Kinjo, you're awake! I woke up as soon as you teleported away, Maeda. Maeda. Are you okay? What about your bandages? It wasn't a thin wound from what I heard. Now's not the time to bother about that. Maeda, did a murder happen? Yeah, just a little while ago. The class trial will begin soon. Actually, you'll be happy to know, it wasn't just a murder, it was 2! Kinjo, I'm glad you woke up. I'm sorry, but I don't have the time to relax. I have to see the scene of the case before the trial starts. Maya, did you do some research? Do you know where the scene is? Well, yeah, it'd be kind of bad if I didn't know at least that much. Yeah, you should start with the library, science lab, the art room, and the infirmary. Okay, thanks. Kinjo, wait a minute. What's wrong? I'm sorry, but like I said before, I don't have much time right now. If I go to the trial without knowing what the case is, it's over. I'll talk to you later. What I'm trying to ask you right now is related to investigation. It's okay if it's simple, right? So please answer me. How the hell did you pass out? I saw a bloody Yamaguchi. Eh? I saw blood come from the library, so I went to investigate. Yamaguchi was collapsed on the floor in blood. No matter how much I see corpses, I couldn't hide my surprise. Taking that little pause as their chance, someone attacked me from behind. I don't have any memories after that. Okay, I see. I thought you were saying you passed out Yamaguchi's body, because, I don't know. I guess if you haven't seen Inori's yet, he is probably the most violent one so far. I was about to say though, if you passed out Yamaguchi's, get ready for what you're about to see in the science lab, because it is not pleasant. Wait, you're talking about yesterday at nighttime, right? Yeah? I mean, is Yamaguchi was lying on the floor all bloody since yesterday at night? Correct. If you walk around the scene right away, you'll notice it. So Yamaguchi, he's dead, right? Yeah. But hold on, the Monokuma file said he died this morning, right? It didn't say last night. So was he just knocked out? And covered in fake blood, maybe? And then killed for real? Interesting. I may have to check the Monokuma file again to make sure I got my facts straight, but... yeah, not only Yamaguchi, Inori also died. What? Inori too? The culprit in this case is not a simple person. They're a heinous mind that killed 2 people in a single day. Possibly wanted to kill up to 5. This damned asshole. That's one word for them, I guess. I'll definitely catch this being and punish them. You should go and do some more research for that too. So I'll leave now, Maeda. This is actually good though. Kinjo managed to wake up. Will he be okay? Time is already... alright, and what Kinjo said was somewhat weird. Kinjo mentioned that he saw Yamaguchi collapse, but Yamaguchi's time of death is around morning hours, so was he unconscious until the killer showed up again? Bloodied and abandoned until the morning after. No miracles like tomorrow don't happen twice. Still, what Kinjo has said would be a clue to something, so it's good to put that info to note. The more I investigate something, the more the mystery seems to get deeper. Wow, it's like this is a Danganronpa game. Hey, you guys! I'm sorry that you had to work so hard in your research. However, Mr. Monokuma here is impatient. So why don't we just solve this together? That said, the class trial will now begin. Please gather up at the red carpet door. On the first floor as usual. What kind of results will be waiting for us in this trial? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it thrilling? Pooh! I'll be waiting. Time's up. But what about Kinjo? He just started investigating, but now they're already gathering. It was a big misfortune that he was lying down because he passed out. Even without Kinjo's help, we'll have to work together. Even if I think about it, I haven't even figured out the crime scene properly yet. Yeah. Damn it, this will make a difference if I stay here. If I'm late, I'll get punched. Let's just go. Trying to teleport all the way up to the 2nd floor. Should have stayed where you were, Yuki. Upon entering the entrance of the court, most of the guys were already gathered. Maeda-kun, you here? Are you the last one? Did Kinjo never manage to open his eyes? Eh? What do you mean? Kinjo isn't here? What are you talking about? Did Kinjo wake up? I met up with Kinjo just before I got here. Is that true? Thank goodness Kinjo woke up. But I can't see him. It's a matter of language to not have a class trial without properly investigating in his own personality. However, it's time for the meeting, but he is late because he wants to investigate. As much as possible, isn't that so? That's so like Kinjo indeed. That's so Kinjo. No way, but what if Kinjo is the culprit in this case? What is this nonsense deja vu again? Teruya, are you saying that because they were late? Think about it and tell me. Why not? It could happen, right? What? Kinjo can't be the culprit. I mean, he certainly can, just as much as anyone else, girl. Wouldn't it be more fun then? Psycho Cop finally goes to murder with their own hands. That would be kind of an interesting class trial. I can't lie. Mikuru has good taste in Danganronpa cases. Mikuru agrees with my opinion for once, so it wouldn't be strange if the universe explodes. Strangely, it's more scary when Mikuru says it. What do you enjoy so much about this, Mikuru? Did you forget? In the class trial, you could die. I'd hoped that you would change at least a little, but you're still the same as ever. Because I know the killer and the trick even before going to the trial. All that's left is watch you shovel their grave, right? Oh, you already know? Like, just straight up? Huh? You already know who the killer is? Who is it? Why should I tell you, idiots? Don't worry, I'll watch you shoveling and struggling. Someone tells me she might be bluffing. I don't know. I kind of hope. I kind of think it's a little boring when there's someone in the group that's like, I already know who the killer is. It's like, fuck you. That's not very exciting. You're just, come on. Just the fact that someone could just spell it out for us at any time is just, I don't know. It kills my tension, I guess. So I kind of hope she's just wrong and full of herself. I'm not sure if I should say this, but this is the first time I ever thought about wanting to hit a woman this much. By the way, where's Kinjo? He's late. Yeah, we already explained. He's investigating. Come on, keep up, Mikako. I know you're a sleepy girl, but... Alright, have you all gathered? Good then, let's get started. As always, just take the elevator to go down. The trials design has... The trials design has been remodeled, so look forward to it. But Kinjo is not here. Huh? Kinjo is not here? Kinjo-kun was given a special time bonus due to his fainting condition. Is what I want to say, but since he woke up and started investigating the case, it's presumed that they're going to participate in the class trial. So this is my mistake. He won't get punished, but I'll bring him shortly in supersonic speed. I thought you hated Sonic. Do you guys make up? Hey, what kind of... Oh, sorry, that's my bad. No, it's just that when I was about to search for him, he was already at the door. Kinjo-kun sure is obedient. You came and I didn't even need to call you. Shut up and disappear before my eyes already. Fine, fuck you too then. Kinjo, are you okay? Well, I did as much investigation as possible compared to the previous cases. The amount of information is extremely insufficient, but... No, I asked if you were okay since you got hurt. Oh, you mean my body? Well, it's fine. I have experienced this much injuries, even once or twice with the Snatcher. Hey, it's been a long time, hasn't it, Kinjo? I expect to see you bleeding and fainting. I think you're forgetting something. I'm a human being too, so I got caught off guard. Why, did you get a little fed up with us, Kinjo? Clearly last time you left the dining room, I thought you were breaking all bonds or something like that. Of course I did, and that still hasn't changed, but in the conditional situation of the class trial, your charges of being preliminary criminals are revoked for the time being. The criminal analogy is that the more manpower there is, the better, and because a murder has occurred, the rest of the criminals other than the criminal of this incident are simply ordinary citizens in this scenario. That sounds needlessly complicated. Maybe you should just restructure your whole way of thinking. Just do it. It's so simple. Kobe was making a list of swearing words to give a double comeback to Kinjo once he woke up. Well, hey, I never did that. It's just like fucker, bastard, just like the most simple shit. Like he was looking, like that's the investigation he was doing in the library, just looking through a dictionary, like of all the naughty words. Penis, just going down the dictionary of anything that sounds remotely rude or condescending. Do whatever you like. This is a temporary truce anyways. After this trial, you'll become a why do I have so much trouble with that word? Preliminary criminal once more. Of course, Akana Taira is an exception. I'm always thinking of you as a semi-criminal. Okay, is that any different? one that committed attempted murder, so don't even think you're innocent in the least. Anyway, let's all gang up and fuck this dude up. That crazy guy started having seizures again. What? Tyra, don't bother with what that waste of a man says. When Maki died, we were thoroughly fighting with each other. It is a difficult class trial ever if we have to work together. Something gave me an odd feeling like this would be an even more hard... Jesus Christ, this grammar. Something gave me an odd feeling like this would be an even harder trial than any other I faced. Yeah, I think I feel that too. That's enough talking. Anyway, we're starting the trial, right? Let's get on with it already. Indeed, the first thing we must do now is solve what's in front of us. It's not good for everyone to be on the edge of this early. Akane, don't listen to this bitch. Yeah, Mikuru and Yuha are alright. If we do not pass the class trial first, we will all die. Relationships with the elders, conflicts with Kinjo, there are many problems ahead. I want to solve them, but first, the biggest one. Let's begin our class trial. If we don't take care of it, nothing will change in the end. I feel like I need to give Akane a hug. Are you okay, girl? I was insane for the most part after Ayame-chan was executed, so I couldn't talk much to those two. I'm sorry, Kanata-chan. Really sorry, Yamaguchi-kun. Aww. Dude, she's not even freaked out about what Kinjo said. She's just worried about... What a sweetheart. Oh, I love her so much. You suck. You can actually suck my cock and balls, dude. Fuck you. God, I wish Yuki would just fucking slap you already. I investigated as much as I could. The only thing left to do is to deduct the results from yours. Fuck. What now? Go down there already. Why don't you go down there first? God, always in such a hurry. There's something dangerous about this case, and it seems that it'll be a more complex trial than before. Be on your guard. Yeah, I got a feeling I had that feeling too. Hopefully the weird translation doesn't fuck me over too much. No way, I think the number of people is a bit shorter, yeah? No? Oh well, the only thing left to do is this, right? When did we all start disappearing like this? Since chapter 1. There's a slippery slope like it always is. Alright, good talk. Damn it, killing 2 people at once. This is the worst. It's the worst feeling ever. Coming here again and again. Now just smelling this place seems more disgusting. Alright. Well. Next time on Danganronpa Another. We'll head down there once again. And begin unraveling this mess of a case. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. Hope you all enjoyed. And happy 2025. Yeah. Very excited to we're starting off this year with a bang, as you can see. Oh boy. I'm very excited for the future of this Fangan series going forward. I have big plans for 2025 involving the Fangans, so I hope you are all very excited for them. And just thank you for your continued support on them. This is without doubt probably the series that gets the most consistent support that I do right now, and it just means the world to me. I'm really happy I can bring so many of you, you know, at least a little bit of joy, and entertainment. Just thank you. You made the last few months of 2024 so much better than it could have been. 2024 was a garbage year just overall, but you guys really really helped booster it in the end for me. I mean, I guess big shout out to Danganronpa Live or Die as well. If I didn't start playing that game, then you know this wouldn't have been a thing probably. Not to the extent that it is right now anyway. So yeah, thank you. Just thank you guys for everything. I'm really appreciative of it, and I hope we can do even bigger and better things and continue to grow in 2025. So here's to the future. I'm gonna stop being sappy. Now's not the time. We got fucking murder to figure out. But That'll be next time. Just thank you all for watching. Once again, love you all. And I'll see you all in the next episode. See you then.